Like chocolate. She's Soren.
So, with that one, we got clip 3. Oh, boys, clip 3 good. Clip 3 is Sorenscoffee. I have no idea who he's going to play.
Yeah, look at me. I'm the only plat here once again.
That's silver. Gold, bronze, flat. This game looks to be a very wide range of skill. I say that, and I think they're running.
Not really messing with her.
Can I see this team? Can I just see this team? Widow, Tracer, Torb, Junkrat. Okay. No, it'll work. Alright. I already hate this play.
Kind of shitty that we don't have a shield type person, but that's okay.
I heard.
Oh my god. His sound is so...
They have a D.Va and Zarya.
Got one pick already.
Okay. So let's talk about this sneaky shit. Let's put it full screen. First of all, I would turn up your volume. Your in-game volume is so low, you're denying yourself a pretty big source of information. Second of all, I don't like when you're this heavily invested in this sneaky shit. It's okay to do sneaky stuff sometimes, but this is... This is too much sneak. This is too much rat.
Two.
Reaper's behind you. Behind Hog. No, he's behind Hog. He came in here.
Like here, that was all green. You had a chance to get out, so get the hell out.
He's still behind us.
Alright, good.
He's upstairs.
Even though he got a kill and a D-mech on the way out.
He's upstairs. Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I'm just looking for the Reaper. Reaper?
Yep, he's on the point.
It's a Reaper!
He killed me.
I got him for you.
I hope that Tracer dies.
Can someone peek around the side of the thing for me to charge at him?
I'm here.
Alright, I'm coming around the corner right in 3.
She's quite chatty.
1.
That was actually...
You saved me, oh my god.
So this was actually, that was good, keeping your eye on the target.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I was telling you through it.
Thank you, you saved my life.
I threw 2 pieces of armor on the point.
Did you?
That will help your life sustain longer. Except, I took him.
At this point, I would say... Okay, you're looking for armor. I was like, just get in position.
I have ult, by the way. Just a heads up.
Reaper's up top.
Okay, got the Mercy. That's an important kill.
Shadow, watch yourself. Watch behind you.
Alright, I got you.
I saw a shadow.
No, unfortunately.
Hold on. Did I see something there?
Alright, I got you.
Yeah, he's above you. Alright, this is something you guys gotta notice.
Watch yourself. Watch behind
Alright, I got you.
There's Reaper Shadow.
I don't see him though, unfortunately.
In fact, if you look very quickly...
Reaper's up top on top of the gondola thing.
My genius is finally recognized.
There's Reaper.
Watch yourself. Watch behind you.
Alright.
There's Reaper.
I got you.
But most importantly, I saw it because of that little flash of his shadow. Those shadow plays, you have to pick that shit up.
I don't see him though, unfortunately.
I'm looking for him.
He's up on the like railing. Oh, never mind.
No, he went up the
He's a dumbass, is what that was.
You never would have caught that? No. You have to understand, shadows are really important on Watch Point Gibraltar, they're very important, but a lot of open-air maps where you can see a Pharah flying behind you,
Like a shield.
you have to take that information in. It's part of it.
I will watch over you. Ho, ho, ho,
His teammate called it out too. Yeah, he did.
Reaper, buddy. Reaper,
That killed
hold
me.
below.
That killed me. No,
Oh,
I am
Reaper,
so
buddy, are you gonna go up there and...
oh, hold up, stay up.
So this isn't bad. Is this a loss?
Are you on point?
No.
Dang it. Are you peeking for me? No.
I hope this is a loss. So this right here, being in front without a tank, that's very risky play.
Shit. Alright, I'm going the long way.
Wait,
Where are you, buddy? Where are you?
It's alright, I'm already going the long way.
dude, I only have 7 health.
I know, I'm coming.
Oh, it's okay, dude. I'm okay.
It's a little bit. Well, that was a lot of bit of panic. Whenever you're that low of health, just stay out of open ground. You walk to and from, like, in front of the choke points. Kill the soldier, perfect.
They went triple tank. Oh god, not the triple tank.
Asif got him.
I couldn't do anything.
Oh,
It wasn't a bad play, especially with
People left.
the soldier ulting.
yeah, there ain't no way.
Yeah, we tried.
That Widowmaker just killed herself.
Window licker!
Damn,
How
dude.
are we gonna back out?
No, don't. Yeah, back out. It's, yeah. It was,
Yeah, the player, she seems a little bit excited overall.
If we went in, we would just be picked.
If you want to get really good at Overwatch, the first thing you gotta do is just stay calm under every situation.
Does she do a lot more damage whenever she is ulted?
Yes.
Okay.
They had to go triple tank at the end.
Shit. I'm coming. I'm gonna try to res you. Hold on, hold on.
Actually, it's not... Oh my god, don't res her.
I can't res you.
You had to press E and you had to be like really close to me.
Like, really close?
Yeah, like right.
Because I had you in my line of sight. It had, like, the blue bar on it.
You had to be like.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. I attempted.
I would start...
Are you kidding me?
Specifically against Reaper, you want to melee a bit. Obviously, 2 shots, 240 damage. Reaper has 250 health. He'll survive. Like he did right there. He'll survive with 10 health. If you get a couple shots off, definitely follow it up with a melee attack.
No.
Alt? Nope.
God damn it!
Okay, so that was one of the times, every now and then, you have to understand that going in deeper is safer than backing out. God damn it.
Wait, who has gold healing if I have silver?
Probably.
It ain't me.
There's no one even up here who heals.
Okay, I'm thinking we
I
need a
can't
Reaper.
res you still? There we go.
We need a Reaper. Cause
Are
honestly,
you kidding me? It's soldier.
Shadow,
What's up?
look at that Mercy's name.
Wait a minute. What? The
What?
Did you
Man, these people talk so goddamn much.
Is it just me, or is this right guy really fishy? And me, I'm down.
I did what I
So,
could do. I cannot lose to these guys.
when you have low health, don't run in front of open areas.
Weird.
I know there's a soldier on the high ground, but running back to spawn was
I haven't
death.
seen that, but I also haven't watched his aim. He hasn't killed me much.
Especially with Tyre. She could have went up the stairs, or at least hid behind, like next to the stairs, tired up the staircase to kill the soldier, and even if the soldier wasn't up there, could have came back down and killed someone. Sometimes attacking more is the safest option. Also, very forward pressed up for a Junkrat.
I'm up here.
No, not you, Reaper.
Yeah, this should be death.
Ouch.
She didn't. Okay. So all of this play is too far forward. These small rotations are good. Like, this is good stuff. You may have to support your Tracer.
It's not the point.
Reaper.
There you go.
Thank you, buddy.
Alright, 30 seconds left.
It's almost like they're a group of friends or something. Yeah.
And that's exactly how much time we have left in the match.
I noticed.
But it's not just that. It's,
I don't want to lose to these people because that guy's name, Soren. Did you see their Mercy's name?
Shadowbane.
Yeah.
they're named the same thing. Oh.
Can't have that.
So overall, like, you can play aggressive, you can play straightforward, but she was playing up way too far. It never got punished in a higher SR game. That will get punished. You want to make it as difficult as possible for them to come and kill you. Not as easy as possible by being in front without a tank.
What you say so, Silver?
But sometimes you get away with it.
Impressive, actually. Supposed to be Latino, not British, lady.
Funny thing is, I don't really sound Latino.
You don't
Okay.
think you're Latino?
No, I don't sound Latino.
Oh. I was gonna say, how can you dispute that?
I don't think I'm Latino.
I can't res? There we go. I hate this res system.
It's a little awkward, but you get the hang of it, I guess.
So, let's just talk about choke points while we're just sitting here. The whole idea of a choke point is to get the fuck out of a choke point.
Yeah.
What the?
Either put damage on it or try to run through it. Don't do anything else. Anything else is going to be a waste of your time.
Hold on, there's a soldier.
So if she wants to do this left side flank, do it. It's already wasted a minute of time.
Eat that health. Eat that health.
While you're up there, at least get a good view of what's going on. Also, we need to throw traps out.
Silver, I see you.
Everything's happening to the right.
And I like
Someone's up on the balcony too.
Are you kidding me? Those missiles do no damage.
You're gonna die, but you got the Mercy and Lucio, that's fine.
Damn, Soren. Alright, we're coming in, and I'll have ult. Oh, that's not
Those
you, is it?
missiles do no damage. How are you supposed to kill anyone with
Fuck,
that?
man.
Man, these people are whiny, aren't they?
Batman.
Oh, that was a little bit disturbing, actually. I don't think I want to ever play D.Va ever again.
Alright, I'm coming.
I hit their soldier with a
Charge
full
in and
round.
Oh, that was good. That was perfect because of mine.
Straight in.
Okay, throw a trap.
Bye,
I
soldier.
That was a nice attempt at a save.
in my name. I would love to say that. Could you revive me, please? But
So obviously, try to keep your back away as a Junkrat from, and well, as any character, away from environmental stuff. But also as a Junkrat, remember you do work well at long range. Or I shouldn't say long range, but farther away ranges. You still do full damage. You have no fall off.
That's why I was
This map I actually love being posted up on the high ground on the point while everyone else is attacking stuff. If they're all busy, if people are busy, Junkrat does so much damage. If people can't actively dodge Junkrat, he will do a ton of DPS.
no, not you.
Sputter your shield a little bit so I can take damage. Or so you can take damage.
There's a trap right there.
That ain't ours.
No, but I got it.
There you
Going
go.
in.
Okay.
Shit. Alright, fine.
What was that just happened to the left? It was a Winston. Never mind. Use your own Winston.
Ah,
Shit.
Uh,
that got me.
Tack a little bit higher, and I wouldn't have flanked down here. You actually got to get out now.
So for next push, I'll have it.
Nice.
I'm at 96.
Look where our freaking tracer is.
Yeah, hide in a corner. Don't hide right on her.
If only you could see this.
Got ult.
Probably surprised the hell out of Zarya. But now you've been seen, and now you don't know where your team is at or if they're attacking right now.
Shit, I'm not in there with you. You're charged.
I'm literally coming in here because...
Alright, it's alright. I ulted in behind you. We got people here. We can do this.
Alright, this is a bit of an odd...
Yes.
Also, the high ground... No. Okay. So they got high ground control on the other side, which is what she needed to attack. As soon as they walked in, I was like, wow, that high ground's pretty well lit.
Join the fight, sir.
Sorry, man. One, two Junkrat here.
Okay, this is acceptable.
At least.
Backing out for a little bit of health, like, well, not a little bit, 150 health is important.
Yeah.
Right now, under attack, there's just been a lot of wasted time. It's been very inefficient. She spent more time walking around doing nothing than actually attacking people.
Hit 2 of them.
Oh my god, he got me.
Alright,
And now, trying to be sneaky, just set back your team 15 to 20 seconons.
Just pop your shield back and forth.
And your Widow just died. That's another 15, 20
They're
seconds.
about to kill me. Fuck, they killed me.
Right there is another 15, 20.
Oh man, I swear, there's something.
So this is the important part about grouping up.
Oh, you mean there's so
In another 20 seconds because your Tracer just died.
Feels like it.
Are we doing this right now, Ryan? Are we doing this right now? Oh, I got my health back.
Aiming very low as well, I've been noticing.
You were a bitch. You're a cunt and a bitch.
Whoa.
You should die of cancer.
Can we group up?
Sorry. Junkrat's just like, sure, yeah.
Of course, sure.
Ugh.
60
So now you're actually getting some damage out. Now you're causing the team to move. That's good. She's in a bad position now. Oh, that was good.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Damn it, you got
Good old depth perception.
My genius.
Oh man,
Finally
Concussive Vine always detonates a little bit
That
sooner
was
than you
kinda
thought.
ridiculous. Wow, okay.
Lone Trash with a 213 sub, thank you. And after that was NBD Hero File.
That's fine.
Thank you for the submission, boys.
Still don't like the idea that I'm having a solo hill for comp. None of them want to change. And Silver always ends up having to hill.
So currently they're not grouping up. That's the biggest problem with this push.
No.
Very inefficient moves by this
Every time I play
Junkrat.
This game, it's like that.
What you have to do is you have to take the right side high
Do
ground.
it next game?
Don't go in. No, Silver. Oh Jesus. I got ult.
This is a time to. This is when you alt. Just alt. Alt.
Kill that soldier.
There we go.
Nice.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on, we got this.
No! So close! Res me! Thank you!
I have 1 health.
Throw it on a trap.
I can make a difference.
As long as we can kill that Reinhardt, we will.
Reinhardt down.
Just like that.
There you go.
We killed both their tanks. We have to win that. God damn it.
No!
You guys get it? No, there's a
Oh
Lucio.
yeah, Shadow, you didn't read about that either. But apparently, the more people we have on point, the less time they have to spawn.
Really?
Yes!
Alright.
Oh yes.
And they finally get it. Man, that was actually tough to get through. Whew. That was a hard one to watch. So accuracy, aim higher. Aim higher. I've been noticing this with a lot of Junkrats. That everyone just aims at the ground and they try to bounce it and hit people. This bounce takes away so much goddamn momentum. You should definitely be aiming for the body or the head of the player. Aiming for the feet is just so slow. It's inconsistent. I dislike it more than anything else out there. Positioning. Hide. Or get with team. Right, you have two things for positioning. Get with team. Hide. That's about it. So when people like a push goes awry, like a push dies, but you're left alive at near the team. Oh, there's also dying. Die. These are your three big options. And the problem is hiding only works if you're really good at it, or if like somehow you got away unknowing to anyone. Most of the time, a good player is going to know that they didn't kill you, and they're going to look for you and kill you, which is going to stagger your team immensely. We saw it on their on this video itself. The Junkrat died, and then the Widow died, and then the Mercy died, and then the Tracer died. All about 10 seconds apart. That costed them a minute. That one stagger costed them a minute. So don't fuck around. Don't try to like get in and then get out, and like don't try to do two of these things. Like either get with your team, sit on a flank really far away, like non-risk. If you have to take a risk, I understand, but like with 4 minutes going, like you don't have to take a risk. Or just die and get with your team. Like people try to get too greedy, and all it does is costing them 30 seconds. And this happens at the highest ranks. Like sometimes this happens to me in Grandmaster Top 500. It doesn't fucking matter. It happens everywhere. But the more you do it, the more it's going to lose you games. Most importantly is probably get with the team, or at least attack with them. So if they're attacking this way, you attack this way at the exact same time. But you shouldn't be over here hiding, waiting for them to attack. Once they attack, then you come out of hiding. That's too slow. Unless you're behind them. Then maybe that'd be acceptable. Position also. So on Hanamura, this one would be high ground. Essentially, what position really, like the idea really leads to is the pre-point. The pre-point. What do I mean by pre-point? The point you want to take before the point. So on Hanamura, you have the point, you have the high ground up here, and you have the high ground up here. This is the one with the staircase going backwards, and the one that you can actually get to from this way as well. The pre-point is this. This is the area you want to take before anything else. You have to clear it. You have to do something with it. If you allow the enemy to hold this area, it's not that you can't win. It's just going to make it extremely, extremely, extremely difficult for you to actually take the point. It's just so much of an advantage. This Junkrat never took the pre-points. Everyone just said, oh, fuck it, point. Right, and that's kind of what you do at lower SRs. You just kind of jump on the point, and actually at the higher SRs you can do the same thing, but you do it for a very specific reason. I don't know if you do it on Hanamura, but Dive Comp excels at like just jumping on the point and forcing resources there. But Dive Comp wants everything to be close together. It's they want to snowball. They want to get a kill, then jump immediately to the next kill. But that's not what was played. They missed all of this area, and this is where teams usually lose, is from here to here. You are very vulnerable on the way to the point. This is the logistics phase. You're very vulnerable here. If you take too much damage, you spend too many resources, by the time you get to the point, they'll still have this, and they're going to kill you because you expended resources, and you have no tactical advantage where you're at. So, take the pre-point. That applies to everything in Overwatch. Logistics with trap and passive mine. Wait longer on concussive. What she was doing, she had and I do this too. Concussive mine when thrown straight out, actually usually just in the air. Like if you're throwing it up is when I have the biggest issues. I'll detonate it just a little bit early. You have to wait just a tad more to actually think where it's at. So wait 0.25 seconds. As for trap, use it more. And use it with some thought. And by that, I don't even mean like think about a place to put it. Just to be like, alright, I'm throwing out the trap, that's where the trap's at. I had to put it there because I was in the middle of a fight and that's what happened. Like, just think about it that way. Yeah, most Junkrats, as with the one we just watched, didn't use trap that much. If you have time, then place it somewhere intelligent. If not, if you're just in the middle of a fight, just get it out there. It has a chance of hitting someone. Concussive mine, that's mobility. Use it to take high ground. You actually didn't try to take high ground much on the attack phase. And the times you did take it, you kind of just walked up. So you can use it to get mobility, obviously. Take the high ground, force a fight on the high ground, or at least force attention up there. It's better than them killing your supports. But yeah, concussive mine wasn't used a terrible amount for mobility. As for... Actually, this is positioning, because I'm just remembering her 0.1 defense. Actually, I remember... This is about... No! I pressed the Windows key. God damn it. Motherfucker. So, a big issue that she was having, and maybe it was because of the team, but at the choke points, she was staying around this way. On Hanamura 0.1. There's a staircase over here, there's this little box, there's a staircase. Goes around like that. On defense, what you want to do is make it as difficult for them as possible for you to die. So if you're just chilling in front of this choke point and they're all right here, especially with no tank, you're going to die. At higher levels, you're dead. That's why I always perch up on top of the house over here, so they have to commit resources in here, and if they do go in here, they have to go this way. The second way for them is just to attack me through this window, but I usually have that trapped and whatnot. I have that covered. I want them to expend resources to get to me, and if they can't, then I'm essentially free to output damage. She did this on the second point as well, where she was pushing up in the chokes, and she got away with it, but in a better SR game, a higher SR game, people are going to push up, they're going to kill you. Without a tank, you're very, very vulnerable, and hit scan will take you out. There's no two ways about that. You get crushed. I talked about concussive mine that. Sound, for the love of God. Turn up your damn sound. I could not hear anything that was going on in the game. This will save you so much. This will tell you where a Widow is at or a Pharah is at before anything else happens. I think. Oh, the other information one is with your combo, 2 hits plus melee kills Reaper. There are a couple times when you're fighting a Reaper and he was getting away with just a smidge of health. Yeah, use if you ever get 2 shots on him, finish him off with the punch. I think that is about it. It was an okay game. Accuracy will come in time. Yeah, aim where people are at and aim above than where she was normally aiming. Stop aiming at feet. Yeah. It wasn't terrible, but in a game with bronzes, I expect like a silver or plat to do a lot better than they did against them.